Boston day.
I love it.
But you know what my favorite part is? Is you put the pants on and the walk just comes naturally.
Right. Who do you think he is?
Look how tight those pants are. It forces you to walk that way.
John Wayne, Clint Eastwood.
You know I had a life in bull riding before all this.
You got some spikes on those boots?
They're called Spurs.
Teach me.
Did you just call them spikes?
I did.
Those are Louboutins, and that's like a whole nother genre of fashion.
Okay.
Look, tonight we've got 2 of the top 3 offenses in the league in points per possession, but effective-wise, it's been very different. Coach, teach us, please. How?
Man. Well, let's just talk about some two-man games. You're talking about 2 of the best two-man games in the league. You got Mr. Towns here with Jimmy Butler. These 2 guys are dynamic in the pick and roll. You see Jimmy Butler, he's going to bait them until they automatically commit to him, and this is where Towns is dynamic. Watch this step back to get behind the 3 and force this corner guy to make a tough decision. Jimmy Butler's got good vision. He sees Towns back there. This will end up opening up things for Jimmy Butler eventually. Ooh. But when you got a center that can do that,
bang, bang,
makes it dynamic. But look at the effect of it. So now when Jimmy Butler comes off of pick and rolls and you got a guy like Towns who can pop, short roll to the rim, Valanciunas is caught in that no man's land. Who's he going to commit to? And Jimmy Butler knows it, so he keeps his dribble, he keeps probing, lane opens up, he walks to the rim. Nice to have a big like that. But now you got one of the most dynamic, if not the most dynamic, two-man game in the league. The slip out by Capella, he is a technician with the lower half slip. We always taught on the ball, don't guard it like it's going to be a screen, just guard the ball. James, obviously one of the best passers in the league, gets it over the top. He puts a ton of pressure on that single side chuck. He always gets that lob. Now, this is where he goes to work. When Capella sets that screen and holds that screen, now this is James Harden's dance floor. He can throw that ball wherever he wants. He can get that big moving. He starts two-stepping, and he can get to either side of the big for the finish. This is where he's at his most dangerous and can really get you big in trouble if he's back there in a drop. He is definitely, I would say, behind, with Ginobili, with D-Wade, the ultimate two-stepper when he gets on that dance floor. Man, I see dangerous.
And James Harden, I've said this, is probably the most unique offensive weapon in the NBA. There have only been 4 guys in the history of the league to actually lead the league in total points and total assists. Tiny Archibald did it in the same season.
I know, it's scary. Here's the kicker. He can get better. There's other elements to his game that he hasn't totally tapped into. His post-up game, he hasn't really dove into that. Isolations from the elbow, things like that. He can really take it to another level. Setting pick and rolls, and now him and Chris Paul are in that game together. So they got a whole nother package of things they can explore.
But one of the things I saw last year, the Spurs did it. They understand that the Rockets don't play mid-range. So you stand at the 3 and you stand at the hoop.
At the rim.
So that's going to be something. You said he got to work on his post game. Mike D'Antoni's a coach that doesn't want players posting up or on the elbow. So that's something we can look for as the season progresses.
Yep.